Cries Mary, Jimi Hendrix. One of my favorite Hendrix songs, and in particular one of my favorite Hendrix guitar solos. Beautiful melodic phrasing in it, and a couple of signature licks. So let's take a look at it today. Just so you know, we're jumping around a little bit in terms of harmony. So the chords are F major, E flat major, B flat major. So basically we're doing 1-4-5, in this case 5-4-1 in the key of B flat, but then we change to an A flat chord. Okay, so we're out of the key, but the unique thing is that if we look at the notes of the solo, a lot of the language is from the F major pentatonic scale. So let's look at the first phrase, the first lick. You know, it's a sort of country lick, signature Hendrix type thing. And we've got F and C, hammer onto a D. Right? So then we're going to move that down to C and G, hammering on G to an A. If you look at all those notes, F, C, C, A. Just the notes of an F triad, right? You got pentatonic from the 5th to 6th there, C to D. More pentatonic from the 2nd, G to the 3rd, A. There's the F root note. Okay, so now straight F major pentatonic. This is on, he'd be on the B flat chord at this point, C to D, F, G. So altogether, and he's holding that G against the A flat chord. So he's actually playing the major 7 of A flat via pentatonic language from F major, right? So then he'll repeat that lick, kind of. This time, we'll get a little bit different of a fill here. Same notes though. We still have the C, D, F, G, F. So now he's holding a D note down against the A flat chord. And then punctuating it with an F. So that D note is what we call the sharp 11 on A flat. All right. The next lick, he plays it much simpler. And then we're going to do this thing. So it's almost the same lick, but not as many notes. So again, F, E flat, B flat, A flat. So if you think about it, like I originally said, as 1-4-5 in the key of B flat, okay? The A flat chord can be explained just as a passing chord, a flat 7 of B flat, right? But it's still, we have to figure out why the F major pentatonic scale works over B flat. So, all right, here's a B flat chord, right? F major pentatonic, just one octave, F, G, A, C, D, F. In relation to B flat, we would have F would be the 5th, G would be the 6th, A would be the major 7th, C would be the 2nd or the 9th, D would be the 3rd, and then your F is right back to the 5th again, an octave higher. So what are we leaving out then? We're leaving out the root note of B flat. We're leaving out the 4th of B flat. Everything else is a color tone. A 9, a 3rd, a 5th, a 6th, a major 7th. That's a great lesson right there in terms of harmony and how to substitute scales over certain chords, right? Most of us would think, okay, if the chord's B flat major, I'm going to play B flat major pentatonic. But no, not in this case. Hendrix thought this out. Now, the way I'm describing it, right, there's an alternate way to describe it. You could describe this whole section as being in the key of F, right, because it feels like that's the home key. And if that's the case, okay, we get the 1 chord, we get the flat 7 chord of F, which is E flat, we get the 4 chord, but now we get a minor 3rd substitution on A flat. All right, you could think of it that way too, but here's the thing. If you're playing just F major pentatonic around the key of F here, but when you get to that non-diatonic chord, that A flat, you still got to choose your notes carefully, because if you landed on an A natural, that would be a disaster, right? So you can't have a flat, I mean, you could. I don't know how good it would sound in the context of this song. You can't have a flat 9 against the root of a major chord, at least not held out. But what he does hold out is that D, which is that sharp 11, and then that G, which is the major 7, and he also has an F note, right? Okay. Let's move on a little bit. The takeaway from that, though, the point I'm trying to make is F major pentatonic over a B flat chord sequence. Try it out. Okay, next thing, we're going to G major, up a minor 3rd to B flat major, right? So he's doing this now. It's the same lick, just up a whole step, right? We were on an F chord, now we're on a G chord. Here's your G major pentatonic lick. D going to E with G on the top. And then here, D and A going to B. So you've got the root and 5th with that 6th note. Here you've got the 5th and the 2nd going to the 3rd. Right? Okay. When it moves up to the B flat chord now, he's doing this. Like, this is an interesting one. Let's take a look at that first. That's like a classic, almost Chuck Berry-ish type of guitar lick. If we're on a B flat chord, we've got a C sharp going to D. Right, so the flat 3rd going up to the major 3rd, blues lick. F, the 5th, G, the 6th, and there's your B flat. So, but then takes it right to this. Love that. That's another Hendrix kind of signature lick. B flat sus4 to just a straight B flat triad. Great. Okay, then this is the most surprising modulation yet. We're going to a D flat major chord. Okay, so we went from G up a minor 3rd to B flat. We're going up another minor 3rd to D flat. And what does he choose to play on the D flat chord? He's going to go for the blues lick. He's going to go for the blues language right now. So let's take a look at what that is. He's starting on a B note, bending it up almost a whole step to D flat, the root. Okay, now we're on an A flat. It's the 5th of the chord. And then he's got the G flat, bending it up about a whole step to the A flat, back to A flat. So we've got the root, basically, via a bend, and then the 5th via a bend, 5th, root. So we've only had 2 notes so far. We've had a D flat and we've had an A flat. But you see how we got there? That's different than going right? So that makes a big difference. And then that, I don't think it's quite a whole step bend. I think, you know, again, that's a Chuck Berry lick, right? And then right up to the root like that. Okay, so let's take a look at that. G flat to an E. Huh? How do we get that? Because we're on a D flat chord, right? So what's an E doing in there? Well, an E's a minor third note, right? Aha. So it's the blues scale, it's the minor third on a major chord. We're talking about D flat major, right? He chose that type of sound. Again, the blues sound, the minor pentatonic sound, the blues scale. All basically the same thing, right? Okay, then we're right back to F major, and now we're just staying on that ticking home. So now it definitely sounds like we're home in F major. Oh man, I mean, come on. That's the pentatonic thing, but like a classical cadence, the fourth resolving to the third like that. I hope you enjoyed today's breakdown. If you did, please consider subscribing to my channel for more videos like this to come. And thank you for watching.